Well, hello and welcome. Welcome to this new campsite. Today I've come out for an overnight to the regional park not too far from home, but to a section that's not open except in the summer months. And I was able to get a site here right on the lake. So I brought my canoe and I'm going to set up camp and hopefully get out for a nice paddle. Look at the little beach we've got here. I think this looks pretty perfect. And as far as I know, the fire ban has been lifted and we can have a campfire tonight. So I'm very excited to be here and I'm very happy to have you come along with me. So let's get busy. Okay, well that's got the hard part done. The boat's off, tent's up. Now I'm just going to set up my bed, my sleeping system. This time I have my Haven mattress from my Haven tent. It's a full mattress and where my Nemo is more of a mummy. I want to try attaching my new quilt to the bigger mattress and see how that goes. So here's my lovely quilt. You've seen me use this twice now if you've been watching my channel. And it's a new to me piece of gear. And it has a zipper in the foot box, which I really like. Then there's these little clips that go up about every 18 inches or so. And then there is also a strap that you can attach and slip it underneath the mattress to hold it in place for you. So all I have to do is clip this in, and that should hold my quilt up over me. So I'm giving that a go, and it works just fine on this bigger mattress, and that's what I needed to know. So that's how it looks tonight, and I'm very pleased that that went so easily. No problems at all. And so now, like I said, I'm going to go and get that chair out, and I brought a cold drink in my cooler. I'm going to just sit down and we're going to have a look here at this lake. Well, I've had a little rest. And I really wanted to come out here so I could do some paddling. It seemed like the perfect time. But boy, is that sun ever bright. The water is beautifully clear. I can just take my time and go around this end of this lake and see it from the water, which is always fun. Well, I just salvaged some wood off the shore. It's not in the park. I want to cook my dinner on the fire tonight. And the parks people usually sell some wood, but they haven't come around. So in case I want to eat before they come, I think I need some firewood. I brought some kindling and some fire starter, etc., but I needed a little bit more than what I had. There's a long history of logging in this area and industry. There was a railway at some point that came along here. And There's remnants of the days gone by. This is a really going concern area. Well, we're at the very end of the lake in this beautiful little bay, and there's a stream coming in, feeding. I think there's several streams that come into this lake to feed it. I can hear it in the background. It's still running. It's a beautiful paddle. Sometimes nothing but time. It's great and a beautiful day. Yeah, evening's coming on. So I'm going to turn around, head back. Hopefully the wind's not in my face too much. Build up my core muscles. I'm almost back at the campsite, and I must say I totally enjoyed that paddle. It was wonderful. I don't know how long I was out. Maybe an hour and a half. So it was wonderful, great. Totally worth it. Well, here's what's turned out to be an absolutely beautiful day. I'm really, really happy that I got to come here and that I got this beautiful spot. It's just perfect. I'm just going to let this fire burn down. I have a pork kebab, which I think I'm just going to keep in the foil and put on the fire after it burns down, and some little potatoes, and I've already made a little salad, which I brought with me, and that'll be dinner. Nice and simple, but hopefully really good. Yes, I think we were out for almost an hour and a half when I looked at my phone when I got back. So that was just perfect. It's a perfect way to spend the latter part of the afternoon after getting all set up and having a relax and then going for a paddle. It's a great life, that's for sure. Just grab the moment when you can. Yeah. I'm just waiting for that to cook. I pre-made some salad before I left home. So I'm just going to sit here and eat this and listen to my dinner sizzling on the fire. I hope that you're enjoying this little interlude. That's really what it is. It's just a little breakaway. Doesn't have to be huge, right? It gets me out and I just get a whole rebalance. This is one of my rebalancing things that I do, is just to come out in nature and just enjoy it. Be alone, be quiet. No pressures to do anything really. And just take it all in. Okay, here's dinner. We've got some roasted potatoes and pork, marinated pork. Looks pretty darn good to me. I've just put some more wood on the fire, and I think we're just going to sit and enjoy this evening. While I was eating my dinner, I was thinking about what I said about, coming out and just getting rebalanced. And then I was thinking about that, and I thought, I have an awesome life. I don't have a whole lot of things going wrong, like so many people have so many struggles. But all of us need ways that we can rebalance ourselves. And I find that by removing myself physically from my life periodically, my everyday life, I just get a whole different sense of what's really important and what I really value. And I come out here and I have time, it's quiet. And it helps me to recenter. It's like different strokes for different folks, right? But I think it's important that we find a way that works for us. And as life has changed, as I'm getting older, I've had to even rethink how I do that. And I'm going to have to continue to do that because I'm not always going to be able to go out and physically remove myself, plant myself in nature in a place like this, set up a tent, cook on a fire. It's not a realistic expectation. Although, I'm fighting it tooth and nail. But yeah, it's really important to find a way to have a quiet time, I think, however you do it. I usually come back a little bit tired, but I come back a little more centered. It's kind of basic and it's kind of good. In fact, it's very good. Good morning. What a gorgeous day to wake up to. The sun is just beating into this little corner and it's right in my face, but it's wonderful. And I had the most quiet, restful night last night. Super. I really like sleeping on that bigger mattress. Well, I'm just going to sit here and have my coffee and then I got some breakfast to make. I'm going to make pancakes with some bacon. I'm not quite ready for that yet. I'm a little bit of a slow starter in the morning. I like to have my coffee first, and then I get into eating. And besides, right now it's such a beautiful place just to sit here and watch this day unfold. Whoa. Well, that didn't go so well. Oh well, it's still ate. It's one of the advantages of pre-cooked bacon. Just have to heat it up. Just to top it all off, got some good Canadian maple syrup. It looks like a pretty amazing breakfast to me. I'm just going to have a little more of this, and then we'll have to get busy taking down the camp, but there's no rush. See you in a bit. And another wonderful night in the little light outdoors Isola tent. I've become very fond of this little tent and enjoy it every time I use it. Well, thank you again for coming along on another little camp out with me. It's been absolutely perfect. Again, I just am taking in all these good opportunities with the good weather before the fall really happens. And things get kind of damp and cold around here. We don't get a lot of snow, but we certainly get a lot of damp. So this is just perfect camping weather for me anyway. So I'm going to take off and go home. This is my first trip away since we got our new little dog Milo, and I've left Bob with him, and I'm sure they're fine, but he's still a new to us dog, and yeah, it was nice just to have a little break, and then I'll be happy to go back home again, and hopefully he'll be happy to see me too. I'll look forward to having you come along on the next little adventure, wherever that is. It's all dependent on the weather and what's happening at home, etc., etc. But there will be another one, just not quite sure when and where. All right, bye for now.